on some of the severe weather moving throughout the region. We do have one tornado warning right now in effect for portions of Texoma. It is for southwestern portions of Comanche County, northeastern portions of Tillman County, and for the northwestern portions of Cotton County. It's right now, you see a little bit of an inflow boundary right in here, just to the northeast of Chattanooga, moving northeast at about 40 miles per hour. Cash, you are just on the outskirts of this warning. Please get to your safe spot now, whether that be your basement, your storm shelter, or any room inside your house that puts as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Lawton, you are on the outskirts of this warning. You're not in it just yet, but with the way this rotation is going, if they do issue a new warning, you will more than likely be in it. So please get everything ready to head to your safe spot if they do reissue that warning here in the next about 5 to 10 minutes. Of course, there's also a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings throughout Texoma. This massive one for Baylor, Clay, Montague, Jefferson, Jack County. There's a massive severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. And then the other one here that, of course, does include this tornado warning. I'm going to go check chat real quick just to be clear on what is happening right now. Okay, so we have tornado warning for Comanche, Cotton, and Tillman. That makes, okay, so I'm just going to, torque coming for the circulation. Okay, that's farther up north. Very little, going to have a wall cloud on that, very low wall cloud on the Tillman County storm. So we have very low, okay, now we've got a second tornado warning that has been issued for Comanche, Cotton, and Tillman. Let me go ahead and show that one. Okay, you can see the rotation inside the radar signature right in here. It's just to the east of Granfield. It's this right in here, this area to the east of Granfield, moving right now throughout portions of northwestern portions of Cotton County. So Walters, you are on the outskirts of this warning, but please get to your safe spot now. You guys are just on inside of this warning. So anywhere inside of there, those two tornado warnings, please get to your safe spot now. Please get all your stuff prepared. So Cookietown, you are part of this tornado warning. You need to be at your safe spot right now. Geronimo, you are towards the northern edge of this. You are just starting to get the leading edge of this rainfall, but please be in your safe spot right now. This is a very strong rotation signature right in there, in the velocity signature. And also the second one, so Chattanooga, you're part of your tornado warning. Please get your safe spot now. I'm going to go ahead and grab our iPad so I can show a bit more here. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Okay. So there, of course, are our two tornado warnings. Let me go ahead and grab this really fast. Okay. So, again, these are our two tornado warnings. Let me kind of center these on screen a little bit. Again, we stop it right here. You see that rotation signature right in there. That almost might be anticyclonic rotation with how it's going, but actually no, that is cyclonic rotation. So cyclonic rotation right in there. Show on velocity. Yeah, you see right in here the areas. And here's the first one. So this is the first one, that area of green going towards the radar in Frederick, the area of red going away from the radar in Frederick. That is our first rotation signature, a decently sized one. And here's, of course, our second rotation signature. That is getting to be a bit of a stronger one, just to the northeast of Duval. So again, any of these towns, Duval, Geronimo, Cookietown, Chattanooga, you are all under tornado warnings. Please get to your safe spot right now throughout the next about half an hour. The first one's is about to expire here in a minute, but I imagine they're going to reissue this one as we go forward here, because again, the rotation signature is still right in there, just to the west of Fax and just to the north of Chattanooga. So Cash, you are part of this tornado warning, so please get to your safe spot right now. Lawton, you essentially have, with Lawton, there are a possibility of 2 rotation signatures heading towards your area. So I would say right now, please get to your safe spot. if you are in Lawton or Medicine Park or any of these towns in here, please get to your safe spot right now as these two rotation signatures make their way closer to you. Let me center on this one. Okay, so they did let the first one expire. I imagine they're going to re-up it. Let me go check. Okay, so they actually, I gotta go check chat here for, so they issued, for your thunderstorm warning. Okay, so, okay, looks like someone did report a funnel cloud right near Chattanooga. So again, we do have a funnel cloud with Chattanooga reported right to the north of Chattanooga. So Cash, you need to be in your safe spot right now. It looks like they are going to go severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag on this. So it looks like they do see that the rotation signature is expiring, is calming down a little bit. So it looks like they're going to let that go, just have the tornado possible tag on that. Okay, so then of course here's the second rotation signature just to the west, east of Granfield, to the northwest of Randlet. You see again those greens going towards the radar, the reds coming away from the radar, and that's how you get your rotation signature right in there. So again, Faxton, Geronimo, please get to your safe area. Now again, let's go over tornado safety. Get to your safe spot, which of course is either your storm shelter, your basement, or any room inside your house that puts as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Please make sure to grab something that can cover your head, whether that be a helmet, a pillow, a couch cushion, a mattress. Grab anything you can to protect your head, because with tornadoes, with possible tornadoes, the biggest risk for injury and for death is going to be hits to the head from flying debris or anything else like that. So please make sure to cover your head. Make sure your batteries are good and your flashlights. Make sure you have a plan in case you and your family do get separated by chance. Please make sure that you do have some food, your phone is charged. Make sure all of that is good before you head, as you head to your safe spot. But again, if you are in any of these towns inside the red, respect the polygon. You need to be in your safe spot right now. That rotation signature is still looking fairly good. This one to the north, again, they have not reissued that tornado warning. It is on a bit of a weakening trend, but these things can cycle very quickly. With how fast these storms move and with how quickly they can recycle like this, you always want to be on your guard. You see this rotation signature is starting to get a little bit stronger at the moment. Let me go ahead and check chat, see what is going on. Okay, so good news, the funnel cloud has disappeared on that northern one. On the northern one, the funnel cloud has disappeared and the inflow winds into the storm are becoming a bit weaker. So that is some good news for that, but still, again, still have to worry about this rotation signature down further to the south. It's one of those rare signatures where you can see it much better on the reflectivity. You see it get that little bit of spin up right in there, that little bit of a hook right to the east of Granfield, moving to the northeast. That's the area that they are watching. And again, this whole tornado, not tornado warning, excuse me, the whole severe thunderstorm warning you see here, got to center this a little bit, that extends from down to Wichita Falls all the way up through portions of Comanche, Cotton, Tillman, portions of Jefferson, Wichita counties. This does have a tornado possible tag on it. So definitely need to be on the watch out for that as we head forward, as these storms continue to move off to the northeast and east. Good news, the only real good news right now is once this line of storms gets out of here, we will be done with severe weather as we head throughout today. Once this line moves on out of here, we are not expecting any more rain chances even as we head throughout the rest of tonight. So to zoom back into our tornado warning, again, there's that rotating signature on reflectivity. You see it a bit better on velocity right in here, moving right. So again, Geronimo, can't stress this enough, you need to be in your safe spot. Faxon, you need to be in your safe spot. Walters, you are on the edge of this tornado warning, but you should also be in your safe spot right now, you know, just because these things can take some quick turns, so you don't want to be caught off guard if you are in Walters. So again, and also just looking farther off to the north, Lawton, you had that first rotation signature. Again, that one's dying off, thankfully. But Lawton, if this continues on its path, you will be in a new tornado warning. So I would say for Lawton, get everything prepared to head to your safe spots. That way it's a very quick process to get to your safe region, whether that be, again, your storm shelter, basement, or any room in your house that puts as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and get all those necessary essentials ready to go. So again, here is your rotation signature right down in there. Latest couple scans definitely still show it. Still keeping its strength, still keeping its form. So this is definitely going to be, I think, a rotation signature that we're going to be watching for quite a bit here. So this warning is still for another 24 minutes, but I imagine unless this dies off very, very quickly, we're definitely going to see it continue on its path. Just want to take a look at everywhere else. And just showing everywhere else, there are still some very strong winds in here. You see these blue areas right here just to the west, or excuse me, east of Hartford City, just south of Henrietta. Those are some very strong winds. We're looking at 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts in some areas. Just to look at this new warning that did come up. Again, they're going tornado possible tag on, looks like, okay, so the two warnings you see here, the one including Henrietta and this northern one here, those are both got tornado possible tags on it. So they are definitely watching some areas of rotation along this line of storms. The one fire to the south does not have tornado possible, but these things do form very, very quickly. So, yeah, but 60 mile per hour wind gusts and just around nickel-sized hail for both of these warnings. This one's actually, the southern one's more for, is for 65 mile per hour wind gusts. That one is also for less than nickel-sized hail. So, let's head back to our tornado warning right in here. Okay, there we go. Again, here's your rotation signature. Still seeing a very defined rotation signature just to the southwest of Geronimo, southeast of Faxon, and to the almost extreme west of Walters. So, yeah, it's been issued for another 22 minutes. Not seeing very large hail with this line of storms. Really just the winds and these quick spin-ups of possible tornadoes are the real dangers that we're going to see as this line of storms continues to move across the central and eastern portions of Texoma here in the next about hour or so. So again, Faxon, Geronimo need to be in your safe spot right now. Again, Walters, you are on the outskirts of it. Okay, it does seem to be losing itself a little bit. You do see the green starting to disappear. You see more of that grayish color getting in between the reds and the greens. That's a bit of a good sign, because when you get that, that means it's becoming more outflow, where the winds diverge like this. They don't come together. When they come together, that's how you get that rotation. But thankfully, this might be becoming more outflow driven. So that should be some good news, but they can recycle very, very quickly. You're not out of the woods just yet when you have these type of situations, because as quickly as it dissipates and the rotation signature disappears, you can get them to reform just as quickly. So want to respect the polygon, of course. You still be in your safe spot, again, because we can get that recycling. And we're still looking at this northern one. Again, I don't really see any recycling on that one. Not really any re-intensification on that one. But getting some pretty strong outflow-driven winds here. You see those brighter reds popping up, so we're definitely seeing some more stronger winds starting to move towards Cache. So Cache, you guys are about to get some pretty strong winds in your area. So again, 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts are definitely possible. Some nickel-sized hail is also possible. So some pretty strong storms right now moving throughout portions of Texoma and Lawton. Again, you're not part of the tornado warning just yet, and hopefully you won't be, because again, really good looking here. The rotation signature is almost gone. There is still a faint one. You see right in here. I'll stop it at the end there so you guys can see. It's still very faint right in here. There's still a tiny bit of green right here around, surrounded by this red. So there is still a faint rotation signature hiding right in there. And but you also might be seeing one right here. So again, that could be as quickly as the recycling process works. So you never want to be too careful. Let's go ahead and look at reflectivity real quick. So it would be, yeah, it's right in here. So you still see a bit of that rotation signature on radar. You see that kind of air kind of circling around like that. And again, moving to Geronimo. So Geronimo, you need to be in your safe spot. Faxon, you need to be in your safe spot. Again, Walters, you're clear for right now, but I'd have everything ready just in case this thing takes a quick, sharp right turn, because everything is moving to the east and to the northeast. So these things can take some quick turns. So you can't be too careful with these rotation signatures. So this tornado warning, I'm gonna go check chat real quick, see what is going on. Going to issue a flood. Okay, so we're doing a flood advisory for Clay, eastern parts of Archer, and parts of Wichita County. Okay, so it's canceled it for Tillman, but they're going to continue it for Comanche and Cotton, Oklahoma. Okay, so they're going to have a flash flood warning here and a flood watch coming soon for portions of southern Texoma. So with that, real quick, just main rule with that, turn around, don't drown. If you see any pooled water anywhere, do not try to drive through it because your car's not going to make it. So again, we always say turn around, do not drown. Do not try to drive through any areas of pooled water with these intense rainstorms. So again, still have, we'll go much broader here, still have a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings throughout all of Texoma. Jack and Montague County, you are part of this warning. Again, that's been issued for 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts and less than nickel-sized hail. Both of these severe thunderstorm warnings. So for portions of pretty much all of Clay County, for the eastern or western portions of Jefferson County, for the northeastern portions of Wichita County, and for portions of Tillman, Comanche, and pretty much all of Cotton County. You guys are under a couple severe thunderstorm warnings that have been issued for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and less than nickel-sized hail, but the main concern is right here. We definitely have tornado possible tags associated with both of these severe thunderstorm warnings. So that is what we need to be careful of and watch as these showers and storms continue to move off to the east. I want to bring up real quick, they did issue a tornado watch for a portion of the area, so I do want to bring that up here really quick. Okay, so all of the areas in the yellow, in the bright yellow, you guys are under a tornado watch, and you guys are under a tornado watch. Let me go ahead and get the time here really quick. I'll bring this up right here. Okay, so all the areas in the, I'll go ahead and clear this real quick. So all of the areas in the bright yellow, tornado watch until 9 p.m. tonight. Now, I did say the good news is once this line of showers and storms that we're experiencing right now moves out of Texoma, we are pretty much done with the severe weather as we head throughout today. Once these showers and storms get on out of here, we are not expecting any rain chances for the rest of the night. What we're expecting is this the low pressure system that's causing all this to just keep moving this stuff off to the northeast. So again, we will be done with this. So, but right now, tornado watch in effect until 9 p.m. later on tonight. Obviously, everyone out to the west that isn't experiencing rain or any thunderstorms right now, you guys are done. You guys are done with pretty much any rainfall throughout the rest of today. It's really just this line of showers and storms that are moving to the east. So looks like they did not reissue that tornado warning. Yes, they canceled the tornado warning. They're going to let the tornado warning go here. The line north of the Red River is showing much less rotation, and I definitely do agree with that. Again, that first rotation signature died pretty quickly to the north, closer to Lawton, and the second one here, go ahead and recheck this. Yeah, it's right over, okay, we might be getting a second one now right here by Dean. So just that'll be something to watch here. But this one farther to the north, again, that is a much less rotated signature. You see much more grays in between the red and the green here. So that is a much better sign that the rotated signature has died off. But still some pretty strong winds. Again, both these severe thunderstorm warnings do have tornado possible tags on them, so they can form at any minute. So I will say there is one right here. Right by Dean, there might be the beginnings of a rotation signature, and this is in the severe thunderstorm warning that is tornado possible. So again, there's the radar site in Frederick. So you got your greens here going towards the radar, the reds coming away from the radar. So that's where you possibly can get your rotation signature, excuse me, right in the middle there. So any of these small towns in here, any of these towns like Cashin Community, Petrolia, Byers, Hastings, Temple. I'm not saying you need to be in your safe spot just yet, but just have everything ready. I would say get everything prepared, have it, right by the entrance to your storm shelter or whatever room you go into. Just have it ready to go because that is the beginnings of what looks to be a bit of a rotation signature forming. I'm gonna go check chat, see if they're mentioning anything about this rotation signature. Primary severe tornado versus downscaled, some here toward Clay County, where there are 2 couplets of note. Okay, so there are 2 couplets of note. So that first one, so this first one is, of course, one of the couplets they're mentioning. And this one right here, I imagine, is the second one that they're mentioning. You see very strong winds going towards the radar here, right to the south of Henrietta, with just a little bit of red coming away from it. So these 2 couplets, I imagine, are the 2 things that they are watching right now. So one is over, okay, yeah, Blue Grove, and one is right by Dean. So yeah, Dean and Blue Grove. Let me see if I can find exactly where Blue Grove is. Let me see. Okay, for some reason, Blue Grove does not seem to be appearing for me on this map. So let's go to the Mac software real quick and see if I can pull it up on that software. So, yep, right in here. So there's Blue Grove, just to the south of Henrietta. So yeah, it is the other one that I did point out there. Yep, there it is. There's the 2 couplets. There's the one of 2 couplets that they're looking at just to the north of Blue Grove. And there's the second one that they're looking at just by Dean. So those are the 2 areas of rotation that they are watching. They did say the tornado risk has downscaled a little bit, but again, these tornado warnings can pop up and these rotation signatures can get going very, very quickly. So they still have tornado possible tags on this severe thunderstorm warning. So for right now, okay, this one is starting to get a little bit stronger. We're going to stay with this for a little bit on air. I do see this one getting a little bit stronger. You see more red starting to appear right in there, just to the southeast there of Jolly and to the south of Henrietta. You see a bit more red starting to appear in there. Extremely strong winds moving back into the storm here by Henrietta. So Henrietta, you don't need to be in your safe spot yet, but you're going to feel some very strong winds heading your way. You can go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, we're getting 50, some small 60 pockets of 60-mile-per-hour winds. So very strong winds here moving into Henrietta. About to move into the southern portion of Henrietta. Again, they're not going tornado warning yet on either of these 2 couplets, but with how defined they are, I want to stay on just a little bit longer unless chat tells me something different. Primary severe, yeah, one is over Blue Grove. Okay, so nothing new yet on any of these rotation signatures. Okay. Okay. So for right now, like I said, I do see, yeah, that one by Henrietta is still looking. This one by Dean, I will say, is not looking as put together, not as organized as this one here down Henrietta. I definitely would be more concerned with this one farther to the south, and then this one for right now. But with that being said, with them not issuing any tornado warnings just yet, I'm going to check chat one last time just to make sure. And they, one of the National Weather Service meteorologists is confirming what I said. Once the squall line comes through, we're done for the day, and maybe even for several days. Yeah, once this squall line, I'll show you a broader view here on the reflectivity. So here's the whole squall line of storms right now moving across Texoma. Once this gets out to the northeast, like the National Weather Service said, we are done for today. We'll be done with for today. So anywhere as far as Jackson, Ford, Hardman, Knox, Throckmorton counties, Archer, and Wilbarger counties, you guys are done with severe weather for today. You're pretty much done with rain chances for today, and like they said, for a few days as well. We're not expecting any rain chances over the weekend, not expecting anything as far as early next week. There might be a very small chance as we go into the middle part of next week, but you can tune in tonight on KFDX News at 5 for the any update for future updates on that. But let's take one last look at this rotation signature here just south of Henrietta. Yeah, again, these are the two. You do see, again, two couplets are still there. This one by Dean is looking like it's broadening a little bit, but also is staying put together for right now. This one by Henrietta, it did have a little flash there of getting those brighter reds, but now it does seem to be losing itself.
Henrietta spin.
What's that?
Henrietta spin. Henrietta
spin. Are they going tornado warning on it? Okay. So they're not going tornado warning on this just yet. It is looking a bit weaker than it was over the last couple scans. This one by Dean. Again, also you're starting to see more of that grayish color in between the reds and the greens, but also the reds and the greens are getting a little bit more, but that's probably because you're also probably seeing the higher reds because it's now moving in such an awkward position because the radar site is back to right to the northwest of this. So the colors are definitely going to change a little bit because now it's going to be moving away from the radar and not everything towards the radar when it's further to the southwest. So with that rotation signature looking a bit weaker over these last couple scans, I will say for right now, we're going to go ahead and let this go back to television programming. We're definitely going to keep an eye on this. Again, definitely still have these tornado possible tags and these severe thunderstorm warnings. So we'll keep an update. We'll keep an eye on this. Of course, if we do get another tornado warning, we will come right back on air and let you guys know what's going on with any of those tornado warnings if they do issue any new ones. But we'll keep an eye on this for you for the next couple hours. Thanks for sticking with us here at Channel 3.